What's up? What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I am here in Menlo Park, California, Bay Area. If you didn't know, that's where I am right now. Okay, so first of all, I want to say thank you for joining. I appreciate that. And the reason that St. Frank Coffee, Menlo Park, holla, so good. Spend the money on the single origin, guys. Like, if you ever have a choice to get single origin, they offer you that option at your coffee shop, like, for sure, just spend the extra money. All right, so today I wanted to discuss what is the difference between daydreaming and visualization. And the only reason I'm bringing that up is because someone had requested that I answer that question, right? So I hope she's here. So it's pretty simple, guys. The difference between daydreaming, let's backtrack. Why do we even want to visualize? Okay? Why do we even want to visualize? Right? Because it keeps us focused on our goals. It keeps us focused on our goals. When we visualize, we have a thought, right? Which turns into a feeling, right? When we have that feeling, it drives us, because there's so many things that we can be distracted with. So we want to visualize, even make a vision board. See, what happens is when you think about something and when you feel something, all emotions are, those feelings are thoughts in motion in your body, right? Okay, so let's say, I don't know, I'm not saying anyone should want this, I'm just giving an example. You want to be a basketball player. You want to be the greatest basketball player that ever lived. What are you going to do? You're gonna think about that, and you're gonna feel how it feels when you win that ring, whatever. You put pictures on your vision board of different trophies that you want to win, or different titles that you want to win, or perhaps even like players that you want to emulate, right? When you do that, your frontal cortex goes and it says, okay, this is what so-and-so wants to do, right? Johnny wants to become a basketball player. Okay, so with those thoughts and those feelings, your brain and your body saying, okay, this is what we want to do. Remember, they're your assistants, Your brain and your body are at your will, right? They're your servants. So you tell your servants, this is what I want to do. Help me, right? And it says, okay, this is what Johnny wants to do. Let's go. Frontal lobe says, let's go and search these neurotransmitters, right? And let's bring the data that we have on this subject of how to become the greatest basketball player, right? It has data because you've read about it, you've watched people play basketball, all that stuff, it's in your brain, right? So then your frontal cortex says, okay, let's go. And it goes and it starts searching for that data, and it brings it to your consciousness. It's in there already. It's in your brain already. But you can't have everything right to the front all the time. We'd be a hot mess. We wouldn't even be able to drive. You know what I mean? If all the data that we have amassed is flowing around all the time. So that's why visualization is important. You have to visualize in order to meet your goals. It has to become you. This is me. Then your body and your brain become your slave when you do that visualization. So the difference between visualization and the difference between daydreaming and visualization then is simply intent, right? Daydreaming is letting your thoughts roam off. It's almost like a form of meditation where you're out of it, you're not present. Okay? Visualization is thinking and meditating with intent. You are focused. You have a goal. You have a purpose in these visualizations, right? Does that make sense to you guys? All right, I hope so. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I can go on and on about this subject, but I want to keep this video very brief. I appreciate you, and I encourage you all to live an intentional life. Live very intentional. When you live an intentional life, what you want will happen. I'm not going to say there's no bumps in the road. There are. But you have to live with intention in order to succeed and get the things that you want out of life. Don't just drift off. You know, don't just drift and live life the way it's presented to you. No, your internal world creates your external world. So if your internal world is focused, if it's intent, if you are driven towards progress and you have a sight set in front of you, you will succeed. Yes, thank you, 𝗪𝗓𝗠𝗠97. Yes, thank you. I feel that. I feel that. So live with intention. Guys, it'll change your life. It'll change your life.